everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. So it is December 30th. Where in the heck did 2025 go? Seriously, this last month, I took a break from social media and December just like flew by. I don't even know what I did besides Christmas. But it's almost January. It'll be January in 2 days. And I'm not ready for it. I have like a lot of notebooks because maybe I'll do a planner lineup or a notebook lineup or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what I'm going to be using for my ink notebook next year. This one is just for filming. I only do my currently inked in here, and I still have not quite half left. So this one will go for a really long time, but I was using another notebook. This is a Cosmo Air Light notebook that I've been using for notes on my experiences, I don't have another Cosmo Air Light notebook, but I do have a, is it 62, 68 GSM Tomoe River, the original Tomoegawa paper from Odyssey Notebooks. So the only problem I have with that is that it's a hardbound notebook and it doesn't fit in my Galen leather notebook covers, and it doesn't, it's blank paper. So I'm probably going to use that, but I'm going to possibly use a guide or something, because I cannot write straight to save my life. But we're not talking about how I write. We're talking about January lineup for my pens. I have 10 pens inked this month. I'm really excited. I have 2 brand new ones to me, 2 carryovers from December, which you don't know about because I did not post my December currently inked. And then I have some of my favorites. So I'm being very OCD right now. January is my birthday month, so I decided to ink up my favorites from last year. Well, some of my favorites from last year with my favorite inks from last year. So let's get to it. I have my inks all lined up here. I've got my pens. I've got my notebook. I've got my teaspoon and a water brush. What else do I need? I don't think I need anything else. So let's start with brand new pen to me. This is the Leonardo. Let's bring you in a little bit further. So this is the Leonardo Momento Zero Grande in the Winter Sunrise, the Karina Loves to Plan exclusive. This I was very excited to get because the Momento Zero Grande is my favorite Leonardo pen. But I was kind of bummed because by the time I got to check out, the broad with sorry, my puppies needed to go outside. Where was I? Oh yeah, so The Momento Zero Grande Winter Sunrise. The rose gold trim was all sold out by the time I was able to check out. So I got the gold trim. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I just think it would look better with the rose gold trim. I definitely wanted to get it before it sold out. And I have this one inked up with Tono and Lim's Chocolate Cosmos. Just gotta turn it just a tiny bit so I can write. I think that this is a perfect match. So this is Leonardo Momento Zero Grande in the Winter Sunrise with a broad nib, inked with Tono and Lim's Chocolate Cosmos. Next up, I have my Pelikan M800 and the Anthracite. This is one of the older ones, so it's actually it doesn't have a translucent barrel, so I don't know if it's a newer one or an older one. I got this one secondhand, and I love it. It's amazing. And I have this one inked up. I have this one inked up with Van Demon's Natura Dualis Riverbank. This is a really pretty chroma shading ink. This is 805. I always mess that up. This has a fine nib. Demons. Riverbank. Okay, that is my Pelikan M805 and Anthracite with a fine nib, inked with Van Diemen's Riverbank. Next up, I have my Fountain Day pen purchase. I got this from Esterbrook. This is the an Esterbrook Asti, and it was one of their prototype It was a prototype sale on Fountain Pen Day, and this one is called Peach Bellini. It is gorgeous. I am in love with this this pen so much, and I got this one in a broad nib. And this I have inked up with Van Demon, another Van Demon's ink. This is Kitten Paws. This, I think this is my number one ink from 2025. I love the color. I love the shading. I love how it dries down to this pinky brown. It's just gorgeous. Okay, that is my Esterbrook Esty and Peach Bellini with a broad nib, inked with Van Diemen's Kitten Paws. Okay, next up I have another secondhand pen. This was a Korea exclusive. This is the Leonardo Momento Zero Grande in Purple Sands. And this one has a 14 karat gold flex fine nib on it. So pretty. And this one I have inked up with Pelikan Edelstein Rose Quartz. Where did I put my dropper? I'm losing my mind. It was just here. Hold on. Close this up so I don't spill it all over the place. Well, I find, there it is. Holy crap. It's behind my water. Okay. This one is a really bright pink. But I do like how it looks in this pen and how it does. And this one is it's very flexy, as you'll see. Oops, I can spell. I'm still learning how to control this. For some reason, I always pull down when I'm doing my cross. So it's a bit of a learning curve for me. This is Okay, that is my Leonardo Momento Zero Grande in Purple Sands. It is the 1.0 because it doesn't have the ink window. And it's a flex fine with Pelikan Edelstein Rose Quartz. Next up is my sort of birthday pen from last year. This is the one I had commissioned because this is the one I wanted, but I didn't get it until almost April, I want to say. And like I said, my birthday month is January. But this is the Walltown Watts in Rose. Yeah. This is Walltown Watts in the Quartz Strata resin. And I have this one with a medium nib on it. And this one I have inked up with the Kobe and Felicimo Chocolate Museum. This is strawberry chocolate, which is gorgeous. I love this ink. This is the pen that I'm going to be using in my 5-year journal for January. I change it up every month. I know some people do the same ink throughout the whole year. I did not. I decided to change up the ink every month. So this one is for January. I like how this one's just a little tiny bit warmer than the rose quartz. Okay, that is my Walltown Watts in the Quartz Strata. Let me move this up a little bit more. The Quartz Strata with Kobe Strawberry Chocolate. Next up, I have one of my favorite Sailor Pro gears. This is the Hawaiian Ripe Coffee. It is the most gorgeous, peachy, orangey. I don't even know. This is the color that I am always looking for. And this one I have inked up with, this is the Diamine Ink Vent, the red edition. I can't remember what year this was. I think it was 2021. But this is Peach Punch. This one is a very bright, in-your-face orange, peachy orange. I don't know why I decided to ink this one up in January of all months, but like I said, it's my birthday month and I felt like doing my favorite things, apparently. And like I said, this one is a little bit bright for me. I like it a little bit more subdued, but it's still in the same like color family that I look for. Okay, that is my Sailor Pro Gear Hawaiian Ripe Coffee in medium nib with Diamine Peach Punch. Okay, next up is a new acquisition. I got this one at in the Atlas Experience Pen Sale. This is their exclusive, the Wolf Point. And I am kind of meta because I decided to ink this up with, let me find it, Colorverse Wolf Point, which is also an exclusive with Atlas. And look at that shimmer. So pretty. And this is my only shimmer ink this month. I put too much down. Let's bring some down up here. I'm going to lift some of that up. See, I can't draw in a straight line. Okay, that is my Banu Euphoria in Wolf Point and inked with Colorverse Wolf Point. Okay, next up I have another Atlas Experience Pencil pen. This is the Pilot Vanishing Point in blue carbonesque. And this one has a broad nib, which is super juicy and super smooth, and I really love it. The only issue that I have with it is I inked it up with a really wet ink, and it's kind of a gusher. So this one I have inked up with the wet pen, Elliott Bay, which is, it feels like it's a basic blue ink to me, which is kind of weird. I don't do basic blue, but I'm going to try and write with it this month and see how I like it. Again, I put too much down. Okay, that is my Pilot Vanishing Point in blue carbonesque with a broad nib. inked with the wet pens, Elliott Bay. And if you can see it, it is a chroma shader that chroma shades a little bit green, which I really love. But in the writing, it's very blue. Next up, I have my Platinum in Nagasawa. This is my Platinum in Nagasawa 3776. That is the Hasho Kobe cider. Yes. And this one is a, did you find a toy? Did you find a toy? My dog wants me to play tug of war with her rope right now. Sorry. Okay. So this one I have inked up with Robert Oster, Chicago. I think I went heavy on the blues is because it's cold. It's a winter month. It's a winter color. Maybe that's why I went blue. I don't know. I did it all on feelings. Oops, that's too much water. I think there's a dog here and there. This one's more of a muted gray blue, which I think goes really well with this pen. And this is a coarse nib. Okay, that is my Platinum in Nagasawa Hasho Kobe cider, inked with Robert Oster, Chicago. And I think it might come as no surprise that I have my last pen inked up. This is, since I got this pen at the San Francisco Pen Show this year, I've inked it up every month. So this is my Leonardo Jumo in the Purple Dragon scale with a 14 karat gold. I think it's 14 karat gold. I'm not seeing the designation. But it's a number 8 nib. So it's really big. And it's rose gold. And it's a broad. And it's beautiful. And I have this inked up with Van Yantan's Autumn Dew. All right, that is my Leonardo Jumo in Purple Dragon Scale, inked with Van Yantan Autumn Dew. All right, let's let this dry down, and then we'll come back and look at all of the pretty colors together. All right, here are all of the inks. They're almost all dry. I am so impatient for inks to dry. I even went and cleaned up half my kitchen, and it's still, these two are still not dry. But let's get you a little closer and take a closer look at these inks. So I really love how the chocolate cosmos pulls out to like a yellow and a pink. That's really pretty. I really enjoy that. Van Diemen's Riverbank is definitely chroma shading. You can even see it in the writing. It's got this pink with this green haloing. Then Van Diemen's Kitten Paws, same. It's got it's the peachy pink, brown, dusty brown, dusty pink, and then it's got like, when I pull out the colors, it's got this green haloing to it, but that's not, definitely doesn't show in the writing. Then we've got Pelikan Edelstein. Hold on, I need a drink. Pelikan Edelstein Rose Quartz, and it's got this purple halo. I think this is like the perfect color for that pen. And then Kobe Strawberry Chocolate, which also, I should really get my glasses on because I can't see a thing. Hold please. Okay, so Strawberry Chocolate, as you can see, it's almost, these two are almost the same, not quite shade. This is definitely a cooler pink. This one's got a brown haloing, whereas this one's got the purple. I really love both of them. So I'm really excited to use those. And then the Diamine Peach Punch is definitely looking more orange on camera than it does in person. In person, it looks more peachy. And then we've got Colorverse Wolf Point. Let's see if I can get the shimmer showing a little bit. I really love how this, it's very, like I said, it's very meta. The Wolf Point Banu with the Wolf Point Colorverse is just, I'm excited to use it. Then we have the Wet Pens Elliott Bay, and in the swatch, it's definitely got a lot of green undertones. I really love how the Wet Pens inks are very chroma shady. And then in the writing, it's got a green cast to it. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's very not quite teal, but leaning that way. Then we have Robert Oster Chicago. I really love how this swatch came out. It's got all the colors. And then the writing is definitely more gray blue than blue. And then last we have Van Yanten's Autumn Dew, which is a gorgeous violet purple. I really love this one. So those are my pens for the new month in the new year, 2026. I'm excited to use these. Let me know how you plan on doing your currently inked in the new year, if you've decided to switch it up, or if you're just going to stick with your tried and true method. Do you have multiple notebooks that you keep track of your ink explorations? What have you got your planner lineup set up for next year? As I said at the beginning of this video, I do not. I've got a lot of planners. I just don't have them set up and ready to go, which, I've only got 2 days to do it, but I'll get there eventually. If you liked this video, I would really be appreciative if you'd hit that thumbs up. That would be fantastic. And if you would, if you want to subscribe, that would be even more fantastic. It would make the rest of my year, even though there's only 2 more days left. You probably won't even see this until January something. I don't even know. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.